think in one word, what we're doing through METRONET on the place name making around the rail system is reconciliation, not only in philosophy, but it's in practice, because everybody benefits by engaging and understanding the connection to the country, you know, the budja, the connection to the Kadijan, the science or the knowledge, and the connection of the Murit, the connection to the people of this lands.
We work with a lot of the local councils, and part of the reconciliation is challenge them around renaming parks. You know, Bob Smith Park from 100 years ago made a lot of sense 100 years ago, doesn't make much sense today. And if they're truly serious about reconciliation, we need now to go back and look at, we have this colonial imprint on their locations, but how we then make sure there's an Aboriginal and a Noongar representation in these places as well. So renaming, co-naming, all those kind of things is a key initiative of reconciliation and moving forward.
We sit down now at a table in our state with our Premier putting his influence towards the linking of Aboriginal people and the land and the city of Perth, and it's pride within that knowledge. We know what it means. In groups like this, working with the government department in the METRONET Program, we then establish the cultural links.
The work that the PTA are doing are actually going back to the original relationship building, understanding the country, what its names are, what is the language, doing the translation, cracking the words down into each word in the sentence, then doing the translation, and then doing the dialogue as an explanation. So what that means is, in the future, when people get on the trains, what they'll see is the place names and their meanings, and of course, people will start to build that conversation into their everyday vernacular.
It's brought us together as traditional owners to sit down and talk, research and own our naming places and places that are of our heritage, that's so important to us, but also to acknowledge that this project and all the work we've done needs to be told and given to the wider community to understand who we are and what this place means to us.
I've been on this journey with my fellow Noongar reps from surrounding areas, helping to plan with the namings, connection to the land where the line's going to go eventually. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Being able to have the opportunity to make decisions for our people and revive our language so we can go on and teach our younger generation things that we missed out on.
And I'd like to say thanks to all the people that was on our team as the journey went on in our meetings and with our Noongar words to pass on to our families.
The Ngullabidi strategy designed by Dr. Richard Wally, one of the cultural ambassadors for Noongars and innovators that set the framework, that set up the frame and the capacity for us to work into the space.
It was really, really fun. The whole process was a learning curve for each and every one of us. I found it really enjoyable to actually be able to say the names, help them to understand the meanings, and I guess that journey of learning for me has been really, really a wonderful journey, and what we've actually achieved through all our meetings and all our workshops. I'm really glad that we're right here.
Budawam nunukata METRONET Kuling nunaka jenangin nicha Noongar place names. So next time you're on the train, keep an eye out for the Noongar place names and the signage and the descriptions, and make sure that you practice your very best Noongar, because one day you might have a chance to share with some of your visiting relations or friends that come from overseas and show them how Australians continue to innovate into this great continent called Australis in the Noongar Budjera.